Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Hello to you all and welcome to the show. A few months ago we told you about the tragic death of Oliver King and the importance of having a defibrillator in a public place. Well, this week we'll be meeting a group of people from the Hare and Hounds pub in Gorton, Manchester, who have done their own fundraising to buy a defibrillator. Nathan Carter is back on tour both here in the UK and in Ireland, and we'll be playing his brand new video and song called Rambling Rover. But first, Councillor Daniel Butler, the Mayor of the City and County of Limerick, recently paid a visit to London and Manchester. He also made a very special presentation to a great Limerick man, and I began by asking him what was the purpose of his visit.
Well, we have what we call a global Limerick strategy, and that's about how we connect with our diaspora around the world. And not just people maybe are from Limerick, but people have an affinity with Limerick. Perhaps they went to university, perhaps they worked there. And we're just getting out and we're connecting with them and I suppose hearing what they have to say, hear their stories, and I suppose offering our support and recognising that, you know, the identity of being Limerick isn't just means living in Limerick, it goes far beyond that. And so it's been a great opportunity for me to get out as Mayor representing the people of Limerick to meet the people of Limerick abroad.
And I know that you met Andy Burnham, the Mayor of Manchester, yesterday.
Yeah, so we had a very long conversation with the Mayor. Currently Limerick is moving towards a directly elected Mayor, which Manchester has done and is actually a leading authority in the UK in that regard. So we're just kind of gleaming some of his learning from that process, how they came about to where they are now, and perhaps maybe learn from their mistakes rather than having to make them ourselves. But yeah, it was a really interesting conversation, and we invited Andy to come and visit us in Limerick, and I'm hopeful that he will be coming over, hopefully to actually talk about direct elected mayor and to share his learning. The UK market is still our biggest market globally, and the same for Ireland and for Limerick. So it's of huge importance. So part of that is why the reasons why we're here. We've had meetings with Enterprise Ireland and the IDA and the embassies and discussing what are the key challenges and how can we overcome them. But I think it's important to note as well that, you know, Irish companies are employing over 100,000 people here in the UK, and that's growing exponentially. So it's not just about us coming here looking for investment, it's actually we're coming here to invest ourselves as an economy and to grow our own indigenous businesses. So like I said, I think we'll see that 100,000 really hit the 200,000 quite quickly.
Now, over the last 2 years, we all know it was a terrible time for us all. We were unable to see our family or friends, and for vulnerable people it was even worse. That was a time when our Irish community groups from all around the country really stepped up to the line. They had done a wonderful job in cooking and supplying hot meals, supplying food banks, doing shopping, visiting people, giving out as much information as they possibly could to help others. But of course there were other problems. People couldn't get to see their GP, and we were all frightened to go near a hospital. This was a big concern for Dr Gerry Collins. Then he volunteered to join us on our radio show one evening to try and guide and help and support people with a medical condition. We were inundated with the amount of people contacting us. Dr Gerry arranged for them to get into hospital and got them out safely and quickly. And then every 6 weeks he volunteered to join us on the radio show, and the cycle just repeated itself for the last 2 years. This was all done on a voluntary basis by Dr Gerry Collins. The work that he has done behind the scenes is just remarkable.
So on behalf of the people of Limerick, hereby present this scroll to Dr Gerry Collins, a recognition of the wonderful care and support you have given to the Irish community in Manchester. And if you would step up here, listen to this.
Gerry, many congratulations. We saw the Mayor of Limerick there present you with a lovely scroll of recognition today.
Yeah, Martin, I mean, thank you very much. That was a big, big shock. I certainly wasn't expecting it, and I've never received anything like that before in my life. It's a sort of unique, what would you call it, recognition or award or whatever. And I wouldn't mind, but he'd just done a speech at the end of the lunch. He did a great speech. He clearly feels very passionate about what he does and about Irish and Limerick people out of Ireland and out of Limerick. And I was actually quite a little speechless initially, which is not like me, as you know.
It's great recognition because over the last 2 years with COVID, so many people were suffering with mental problems and health problems of all sorts. And you were there for a lot of those people at the time they most needed it.
Well, I was just saying to Elaine and my friends out there, you know, a phone call isn't a huge effort for me or anyone to make. But actually, in times like this, clearly even a small effort can mean a huge amount to people. And I suppose knowing that if they did have a problem there, they could contact somebody, i.e. yourselves, that's obviously hugely reassuring for people. And that's, you know, that's very fulfilling for me to hear, I have to say. So I would say keep ringing Martin and Annette. There's no problem too unusual that we can't try and solve.
You know, I think he just exemplifies what Irish people are about. You know, we really have each other's back, you know. And beyond that, when we come into communities, we enhance them, we improve them as a community, but we always look after our own. We never forget who we are, and we never forget that, you know, those that are our good friends and neighbours. And what Gerry did, especially through COVID, in supporting people in very difficult circumstances, I think exemplifies what we're about as Limerick people and what we're about as Irish people.
Now, Eamon, what was it like a Tipperary man meeting the Mayor of Limerick today?
Well, it was absolutely great. Better than when the Tipperary team meets Limerick. So we're hoping that next year will be a lot better and Tipperary will come to the fore.
Have you enjoyed the day here today, meeting the Mayor?
Really enjoyed the day here today, and it was great to see so many people having a laugh and enjoying themselves. And the food was good as well. It was a bit different, but it was good. It was really good, yeah. Loved it.
To have somebody from Limerick, especially the Mayor, to come over here and recognise all the immigrants that's here from Limerick. They're scattered all over the place, and it was great. And I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed what he said today about you're away from home, but you still class Ireland as home. And he's very down-to-earth man for a mayor, he is. And I was really impressed by him, I was.
What has Limerick got to offer for our diaspora going home on holidays?
Well, it's got everything. You know, you get the city atmosphere. You know, we've amazing food. The produce that we have in Limerick and the region is incredible. You see now the Michelin star has been again achieved this year by the Oak Room in the Dare Manor, which has been voted the world's most luxurious hotel. So you have amazing offering in terms of hotel, food, in entertainment. You know, we're soon to take ownership of King John's Castle, which has hosted very large gigs over the years on the River Shannon. We have huge activity on the River Shannon with sailing and kayaking. And you know, we're very lucky that only 40 minutes out the road you can be sailing on the surf of a wave because we're that close to the coastline. So look, it's an amazing city, it's a vibrant city, it's seen amazing investments recently, jobs, really high skilled jobs are available for people to come and live there and work there and learn there and most importantly bring your family up there. Well, I think it's important we recognise that Manchester now is the powerhouse of Northern England. And I think, you know, to see a consulate there has been a very positive move by the government. They have promised to double their footprint globally, and that's a very significant step in that regard. So look, I mean, London, you know, has been a huge, you know, centre of activity over the years. And like a lot of countries, there's been imbalanced regional development, and I think the move by the government to invest in Greater Manchester area as a key hub, and I suppose in conjunction with Liverpool as well, is important to recognise that. I think it's a very interesting investment. So having a consulate there to support the Irish people here, to see further relationships between Ireland and Manchester, I think is a very wise move by our government, and I'm really excited to see what the team are going to achieve.
And you made a special effort today because you've got your Limerick jersey on your here.
Yes, I'm very proud of the hurling. Is always my strong point. I love sport, but I love the hurling, and especially now that we've won a couple of All Irelands, and the Kilkenny men won't be having a go at me that much as in future. And that's one thing we haven't got in Manchester, is the Limerick Association, but it's like the hurling, you take it on, you'll end up running it yourself, so I think I'll stick to the sports side of it. I will, and let somebody else do it. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it today. We've had a great day here, and I met a doctor and his wife that we know fairly well, and a lovely man as well. And his wife comes alongside me at home in Limerick, and we had a bit of a chat.
Of course, you're a very proud Limerick man, and of course we heard the Mayor speaking there about the proudness of Limerick people, and of course his visit here to Manchester today. And I think that all rubs off on you, Gerry, with the amount of time that you give up and volunteer your time to help others.
Well, I think, Martin, as I said today earlier, you know, I think you've got to look in the mirror, you and Annette, because you're describing exactly what you do without recognising it, and you do it because you get great fulfilment again out of it, and you know that it means so much to so many people.
My goodness, the Mayor of Limerick came all the way here to present this to you.
And Martin, you know, thank you. It's for all your help and for all you're doing. So let's keep going and keep doing it. That's my feeling.
It was a very special occasion for Dr Gerry Collins and his wife Elaine to be presented with the beautiful scroll from the Mayor of the City and County of Limerick, in true recognition for the wonderful work that Dr Gerry has done for the Irish community here. We all enjoyed meeting the Mayor and all his staff, and we hope it won't be too long until they're back here again in the UK. Now we're going to take a little break, and we'll see you soon.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Welcome back. Now, a few months ago, we told you the tragic story of Oliver King and the importance of having a defibrillator in a public place. Well, this week, we're going to meet a group of people from the Hare and Hounds pub in Gorton, Manchester, who have done their own fundraising to buy a defibrillator to have it in their local pub.
The Hare and Hounds, based in Abbey Hay in Gorton. It's a community pub. I've had it for about 3 years now. We have bingo every second Tuesday, quiz the alternate Tuesday, pool tournaments, massive beer garden, telly goes out in the summer for the lads watching the football.
And I also know that you've got a few Irish people coming here.
I do have, I've got quite a few Irish folk coming in. Yeah, enjoy the Guinness.
So Julie, tell me, why do you think it's so important to have a defibrillator here in the pub?
That's very important. I've got quite a few customers that's been coming in for at least 40 years. And if anything happens, at least I've got the defibrillator here.
Yeah, and I noticed that you've got it there on display as well behind the bar.
I do have, yes. And all our staff are fully trained up to use a defibrillator.
Powered on. Stay calm. Follow the instructions.
Now, I know you've done some fundraising in order to purchase this defibrillator.
I did, yes. We had 2 raffles donated, and we done the heading team, put the money to one side for it, and raised enough money. I think it's about 2.5 months.
Christine, tell me, how did you get involved in all this?
Well, it was one night I was in here having a drink, and me and Julie got talking, and we started talking about defibrillators in general, and that got us thinking about maybe having a fundraiser here in the pub and getting some money to buy a defibrillator for the pub and for the local community. So Julie said she'd have a word with her manager, which she did do the following day, and her manager loved the idea, and it was from there on that the whole idea got going. And the next thing was to get it started. I got a couple of hampers together, with Pat's help. Pat got some good Irish produce, and we made the hampers up, and Julie put them on the bar, and people were so excited and started buying the raffle tickets, and other people were giving donations, and basically the whole community got involved. And we raised over £1,000, enough to buy the defibrillator, and it's now behind the counter in the pub for anyone for the use of the community 24/7, because Julie has said that she will have it available at any time.
And Pat, I know that a lot of the customers here really enjoyed the hampers, and you had a lot of Irish goods in there. So what did you get in the hampers, and where did that idea come from?
Well, I got all the stuff in the Irish shop down in Gorton, and plus I got a bottle of Jameson whiskey, and that went a bomb here. Everyone wanted to buy a ticket for that. And then she set up some stuff for Chanel beauty stuff, and then I said we put the total one up for like a turkey, Christmas turkey. So that went down well, Christmas turkey.
Dominic, is this your local?
Yeah, I've been coming in here about 35 years.
Now, I know that you were here on the night of the raffle, and I believe you were the lucky winner of one of the Irish hampers.
I was. It was absolutely fantastic. Pay your money to look at something so good. And when I won it, and what was inside it is things I've never tasted before, things I've not seen, but I love the Jamesons.
Oh, you can't beat a bit of Jameson's.
It's my favourite.
And I believe that you're arranging a training day for a lot of the customers here as well.
Yeah, due to my work, I've got resuscitation first aider at work that's gladly going to give his time to teach not just the staff but regulars and locals, a demonstration on how it's used and resuscitation as well.
Yeah. Of course, it's vitally important that everybody knows how to use it, including the staff.
Of course it is. It's for the community. It's there for everybody to use. They know where it's situated and they can come and use it in the unfortunate time if anybody needs it.
Powered on. Stay calm. Follow the instructions. Remove clothing from patient's chest. Apply pads as shown on pads.
What do you think the customers here think about having a defibrillator in the pub?
Oh, they're very, very pleased about it. Really happy, and I think it gives people a peace of mind, really. Knowing that there's something like that available if ever the need arises. But hopefully, we're hoping it never will.
Think about your communities. Think about where other defibrillators are situated, supermarkets, schools that may be closed, where a pub has got plenty of opening hours. Make sure you're aware of them. Please, pubs, get defibrillators.
You've got Irish heritage.
Yeah, on my mother's side, McCormack's or McCormick's, not sure which going back, but County Mayo, I think.
Have you been back there?
A long time ago, long time ago.
Well, I started coming in here about 6 months ago now. Julie, the landlady, which is a fantastic woman, she was telling us all about it, and I was saying, well, can't we get some entertainment going? And she asked me what type of entertainment, and I said, well, quizzes, bingo. And when I said bingo, the looks in the pub thought, bingo in a pub. Now we do a quiz once a week on a Tuesday night, and the following week we do the bingo. And people turn. Well, last week there was about 30 odd people in doing the quiz, and on a Friday night we also do open the box, and it's done very, very well. The other week it paid out £500, which is fantastic. It's really good.
And I believe that you worked a little bit with Frankie Vaughan.
Yes, I did. I knew Frankie Vaughan very, very well, and Benny Hill. I'm dropping names now. No longer with us, but yes, I used to do a lot of charity work with them. And Frankie Vaughan was a fantastic man. He was living in Buckinghamshire, but he was a really fantastic man, a very, very genuine man. When Frankie Vaughan used to do his shows, he donated one night to charity. He'd get people like myself to fill in for the people who didn't want to do it, was getting paid. So that's what it was. I used to do impersonations.
It's a bit like, I don't really know, no.
Larry Grayson was Irish, and that was it.
It must have been a great delight to raise all the money and to be able to have the defibrillator here.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was so proud of them all. Everybody just chipped in. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the customers who bought the raffle tickets and donated monies so we could get the defibrillator.
Well done to them all at the Hare and Hounds pub in Gorton, Manchester. And we've been contacted by a lot of the community groups all around the country who now tell us that they have a defibrillator and all their staff have been trained up. So well done to you all. It's about keeping us all as safe as we possibly can. Now it's time for Nathan Carter to sing his new song called Rambling Rover.
Oh, the sober man and plenty, and drunkards barely 20. They're a man of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, from Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. There's many that find enjoyment from merciless employment. Their ambition was this deployment from the minute they left the school. They save and scrape and ponder, while the rest go out and squander. See the world and rove and wander, and the happier as a rule. Oh, the sober man and plenty, and drunkards barely 20. They're a man of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a rambling rover, from Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. I roam through all the nations, in light of all creations. I've tried a wee sensation when the company did prove kind. When parting was no pleasure, I've drunk another measure. For the good friends that we treasure, for they're always on me mind. Oh, the sober man and plenty, and drunkards barely 20. They're a man of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a rambling rover, from Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. If you're bent with arthritis, your bowels have got colitis, you've galloping bronchitis, and you're thinking it's time you died. You've been a man of action, or you're laying there in traction. You may get some satisfaction thinking, Jesus, at least I tried. The sober man and plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a rambling Rover, from Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the sober man and plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a rambling Rover, from Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. Yes, we'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world.
That was a lovely song from Nathan Carter, and if you'd like to know more details about his tour dates, the details are on the screen now. Well, that brings us to the end of the show for this week. Henry McGlade is back with us next Thursday night with his show from County Mayo at 7 o'clock, and we'll be here at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Until then, take good care.